Okay, I recorded this video already, but we had some technical difficulties, so let's run it back. And let's get ready to recap! Okay, everybody already knows the injury situation, so I'm just skipping that because I don't think anybody cares. Let's get right into the matchups, the heat, the meat and potatoes of the week, okay? We're going to have to start with the absolutely heartbreaking loss that Amman's Left Nuts faced this week, losing by less than a freaking point in the last minute of the week to the Miller Times. This matchup was brought to you by our new sponsor, famous Fortnite gamer Ninja, who wonders, why do teams even have kickers that don't kick? Well, both teams in this week's matchup had 0 points from their kickers. Sorry, Ninja. That's disappointing. The next closest matchup of the week was Joseph Addai over the Brees Hall of Famers. Despite being crowned the least efficient manager, Jeremy ended up on top by 19 points in a dominant performance. Next closest matchup after that was Two Girls, One Cup, defeating the Dose of the Downs and putting them in a dangerous 0-3 position. Josh, the Winter Soldier Allen, was a huge difference maker this week with 30 points. And last, and the biggest blowout of the week, was Hens Wings and Hobo's Joes. Hens Wings had a massive 71-point victory just to keep their undefeated streak going. Now, the Hens Wings were the undisputed team of the week with a 171 points this week, but the Joseph Addais are undeterred and they screamed, "We want hens," after their victory. So that's going to be a matchup everyone's going to want to watch. The game of the week is going to go to Miller Time with their last minute win over the Left Nuts, though. Looking at the matchups, we have the standings. Looking at the standings, we have the Joseph Addais and the Hens Wings both tied for first, both undefeated. Tied for third will be Miller Time and Two Girls, One Cup. The Brees Hall of Famers and Hobo's Joes are tied for fifth. And in last place, we have a Dose of the Fourth Downs, but not outs, and Amman's Left Nuts, who are both looking to get their first wins this week. Okay. So, as previously discussed this week, we have a lot to look forward to. We have the Battle of the Best this year, with the Hens Wings and Joseph Addais. We'll see Diddy Lamb be able to get that baby oil off of his hands and actually catch a fucking football this week? Or will Jalen lay on the hurts on his competition? The next matchup, you're not going to want to miss. That's the Brees Hall of Famers taking on the Hobo Joes. Will Kendrick Lamar throw ... and fuck him up? Or will Nico Phil Collins get a lot of passes in the air tonight? That's what we're going to have to watch and find out. Next up, you're not going to want to miss the Miller Time taking on a Dose of the Downs. Will Playboy Derek Carty throw it up to the sky? Or will Saquon Tony Starkley continue to be the gridiron man? You know? The last matchup of this week will be Two Girls, One Cup taking on Amman's Left Nut. Do you think Jonathan Taylor Swift will be feeling 22 fantasy points this week? Or will J. Jonah Jacobson write the tail of the tape? Now, these are the matchups that we're all going to be watching closely this week. But let's take a moment and look up, to the big man. Some of us have been not really seeing the success that we were looking for. We might be having some difficulties on and off the field. But let's remember this word from Psalm 108:13. With God, we will gain the victory, and he will trample down our enemies. Amen. Okay? And I am just as surprised as you guys are that somehow we're down 0-3 to the sports books. I know, doesn't make a lot of sense, but we know that we will gain the victory and we will come out on top if we just keep doubling our bet every week until we hit. So that's my plan this week, and I'm going to double my money by betting on Kieran Williams to score the first touchdown in the Bears game, plus 460 odds. Betting $20 on it, probably to make $800 million. I don't know, I didn't do the math, but I think that we can come back on top this week, boys. So let's go out there, let's win big, and let's all just have a really good week and enjoy some football.